Hi, folks. I'm Charles Carreon, punk lawyer, here to talk to you about President Trump's executive order fast-tracking psychedelic drug research to address the severe mental health crisis plaguing our nation. Over 14 million American adults suffer from serious mental illness. About 8 million rely on prescription medications to deal with it. And suicide rates rose 37% between 2000 and 2018. Americans commit suicide every year, twice the civilian rate. Current medical research has failed to produce effective treatments for PTSD and major depression. So the order directs the FDA and DEA to accelerate the development, review, and approval of psychedelic drugs aimed at treating serious mental illness. These drugs have to have breakthrough therapy designation, and the executive order expands access through the federal right to try law. It funds federal, state research partnerships and calls for expedited rescheduling of approved Schedule I substances. It's an effort to push promising psychedelic therapies through the regulatory pipeline faster by directing the FDA's commissioner to issue national priority vouchers to a few drugs that fits the requirements of the law. The likely candidates for vouchers are MDMA to treat PTSD, psilocybin for treatment-resistant depression, LSD for anxiety disorders, and ibogaine, which is specifically mentioned in the order several times, could follow if clinical evidence matures. These are late-stage pharmaceutical candidates moving toward approval. The executive order is just forcing the FDA's always reluctant hand to cut a bit of red tape, about a year's worth, from the process that these substances are already in. The executive order does nothing to change the status of naturally occurring psychedelics commonly used in visionary religion, like psilocybin mushrooms, ayahuasca, or San Pedro cactus, because the order applies only to sponsor-backed pharmaceutical products testable in clinical trials. So who are the winners? Biotechnology companies like MAPS Public Benefit Corporation, Compass Pathways, USONA Institute, MindMed. This is the early formation of a new healthcare sector. Psychedelic therapeutics market could reach $10 to $15 billion annually within the next decade. Total economic impact could exceed $30 billion in the United States alone. This could be a turning point. The federal government fast-tracking psychedelic medicine through a pharmaceutical pathway while leaving traditional and religious uses untouched. Thanks for listening.